Tyler, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. I'll take approval of the agenda with flexibility.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with flexibility.
We got a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Did anybody have a chance to look over the minutes?
I did not.
Okay. Special meeting, regular meeting, anybody?
Make a motion that we approve the regular meetings for August 20th, 2024.
We got a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Make a motion that approve the August 26th, 2024 special meeting minutes.
Looking for a second?
Second that.
Any discussion on that? We got a motion on the floor and we got a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Aye.
There he is.
Which reminds us that we should do the,
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, we'll just roll call everything, just so that way we can get him. Yep. All right. Clerk treasurer, I'm sure we'll have some good times.
Payroll vouchers that were passed around, that's your green packet, $20,586.92. And accounts payable vouchers, $218,917.73.
Does anybody got any questions over the payroll vouchers, the 20,586.92?
Make a motion that we approve the voucher.
Payroll voucher has got a motion to be approved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? Anything at all? We'll do a roll call. Greg?
Aye.
Andy?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Tyler?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. Motion passes.
Oh, I forgot to add $20,586.92. Sorry.
Accounts payable.
Make a motion that we accept the allowance of the accounts payable voucher for $218,917.73.
Got a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion about accounts payable? None heard. We'll do a roll call. Greg?
Aye.
Andy?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Tyler?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. Motion passes. Looks like we're going to be talking about some final changes.
Does anybody, after reviewing the budget that was passed out 2 weeks ago, does anyone have any other changes to be made? I will tell you, there was one change that I had to make due to us not having enough revenue coming in. Our lit dropped this year from last year, so we had to make some adjustments, and one of them was on public safety. So our public safety that I had originally doubled, I had to take back to be able to afford just one officer. The rest of it can come out of the general fund, so we'll still have enough for the traffic detail. We just don't have enough coming in from lit public safety. Our lit has dropped all over, including in our general fund.
What, I mean, just for future
Local
planning,
enterprise.
I mean, we can't stop what drops, but for future planning to try to work this up, do we have other options or?
Well, like right now, I nearly tripled what we had in the general fund to accommodate for the traffic control officers for next year. So we still have the money for our Andrew as well as the additional traffic control. We're just not gonna have enough money talked about having a second Andrew.
Can we trade Andrew in?
I like Andrew.
Oh,
So what do we have to do to create that money?
It just has to come from somewhere else. It can't come from our lit. I think our lit's gonna just keep going down no matter what we do.
that's everywhere.
That's legislature. That's not coming from us. That's coming from Indianapolis. So.
And what about, where we stand on, our three or two part-time people in the parks, or was it three? It was two.
We have just the two, and we still have plenty of money in the general fund for that.
For that.
And I still appropriated for that, yes.
Okay.
The only thing that was really directly affected was our public safety.
And two's enough to get these guys next year out of the park and doing town stuff, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Will definitely help from 0 to
Okay.
2.
Yeah. All right, good enough. I'm good with that then.
Did anybody else have anything that needs to be changed?
We talked about that last meeting, all
Right,
this
yeah.
stuff, right? So, yeah, that was,
Did we cover the additional money we're gonna need for these trails when they're completed?
Yep.
Okay, I thought we did. I just wanna make sure. Thank you.
yeah, it doesn't hurt
That's
to
all I
ask.
care about then.
Is there anything else? I mean, we're down to the crunch time, so if there's anything, Brent, that goes for you as well, that is anything capital that's on the horizon, we gotta speak now or hold our peace for a year.
Just future maintenance, there's restrooms going in, sewer, I guess, that's this year, next year.
At the building,
And the maintenance part, it's actually appropriated. We've got it, I've already got it set up in the budget for next year, so.
yep, that's good. Let's just gotta think out loud here.
And
And-
vehicle, you asked for vehicle appropriation, so that one's set aside for that as well.
And we got plenty of CETA money, or would be CETA money for like additional sidewalks and stuff that we'd be putting in from the State Road 1 bridge into town somehow, either through Manning Street to connect Manning Street or whatever, we'd have that additional funds, right?
We've got seeded funds, they can
Tyler?
be used for almost anything.
I don't wanna change subjects, but I know that's something that he's been working on right now.
Okay,
Have you got anything from Justin on, well, he's doing his side.
we're doubling duties then, but that's that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, we
That's
just,
why I brought it up.
no, we'll talk about it here in a minute
Yeah.
then. Anything else as far as budgeting before we go down that road? Brian, you got anything you could think of? I know we've talked about the lot the last 2 or 3 months, and I feel we're pretty covered, but I mean, it's easy to forget something. Andy,
I think we're good.
yeah, you got anything else?
Those are the main things I
Brent?
was concerned about.
I think we're good.
Tyler, you got anything to add in on budget?
Nope, I think we've covered it all.
I think we've covered a little too much, but that's okay. Okay, so since we're doing this with a little bit of flexibility, have you got anywhere with Justin on that bridge?
Which one? As far as the county bridge, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, no, the State Road 1 bridge.
No, so, sorry about that. I missed part of that conversation that Greg had there. No, so the last I knew that he has went up to as far as he can go, that NDOT will allow him. And then NDOT put the wrong guardrails in. So with that being said, we cannot cross that until the guardrails are switched out.
Okay. Yeah, because he had, while they were there, they were gonna do it at a fraction of the cost. We were trying to jump on to get the other side done at that cost and save us a ton of money. Okay,
So
well,
we
thank you.
we can't get, excuse me, go ahead.
No, it's all it's to say, thank you.
So we can't get NDOT out there to change them out? Or is it something we can't change out?
From my understanding, NDOT has said this is a much bigger project than any of us know of, and that they haven't really been out there to look at it yet.
So, okay, so this is sarcasm a little bit, but I guess they didn't think of that. In today's society, we're gonna run sidewalk across that bridge so people can get across it safely, and we'd be connecting other communities and things in today's society with trails and everything else. They didn't think that through.
Greg, the bridge is built for a trail to go across it, so I would have thought that would have been a thought process at some point.
There is a sidewalk on it.
I get it, but I've been there. I walked across it myself, but it's like, whatever's keeping us from getting this project done, they didn't think that through, or what?
No, not from
Okay.
the gathering.
There you go. All right, I'm done. Sarcasm's over.
No, they put a sidewalk on it, but they didn't put the right guardrail for a sidewalk. Anyways, Angela, I see trail pay.
Table it, they did not get it reviewed in time, so we will table it till the next meeting.
I would like to revisit that. We have it emailed out to us. I just took a call 15 minutes ago. Tyler, I'm really gonna need your input on this. I don't know what happened, why it got here so late,
We
but
haven't gotten it, Derek's still reviewing it, they haven't gotten all of the invoices to compare to the quantities that are being reported on the pay application. That's what they explained to me today.
and I'm not here to even dispute that, because I don't know. But I know he needs paid something, or we can, if there's a way we can work on it up to amount with Tyler and Derek's approval, and Angela's, or whoever needs to see it. You just heard the conversation Andy did by default. Have you guys seen the invoice?
It doesn't-
I'm not. I have not. I guess.
Well, he said he sent it to me, but I've not seen it. Here it is.
Well, I guess while you're looking for that, Scott,
I have it, I just can't open it on my phone. Are you, I just sent it to Angela, and now I'm sending it to you. I would like to work on a pay up to with Derek and Angela, or Derek, you and Angela, or whoever you feel. I don't think we need to just give money, but we need to be ready this week or whenever we can. He's got people waiting as well, and pushing him off for 2 weeks when he's out there working night and day and working weekends for us.
my only question would be to Mr. Bailey sitting in there. Does this? Can we do this? I guess this way.
I mean, I think the answer to that is probably yes. I mean, the real question is have they completed the work, subject to the, have they done the work according to the contract? And if so, they're entitled to be paid. We rely on, our engineer to tell us whether they've done the work that's
Yeah.
sufficient. So I think.
Did you hear that, Tyler?
That you probably.
Yeah. So I'm good with whatever you guys decide. Then, if you guys want to approve up to the pay
Angela, I
allowance,
sent it to
pending
Angela, I sent it to you.
Derek's approval.
Yeah, I think we need oversight, not just be cutting checks. And we need to make sure it's done correctly, and all that, before we release it. Angela, do you have it in your email?
Look,
Oh, I thought you had your iPad up there. I can't open it on my phone. I sent it to you and Tyler.
okay.
I'm trying to get to it here, Scott. Give me, I'm not seeing
That's
the
okay.
attachment. That's my problem.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't attach it, you just, I don't think Derek, when he replied, Scott, he didn't attach it, he just replied to her that he wasn't gonna have enough time to get through it.
I just sent him a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I can call Derek real quick if you.
Yeah, that or Keegan, I just talked to him, like I said, 15 minutes ago. And, you know, we just need to make sure the work's done, but the trail's finally looking like a trail. It looks good. So, while he works on that, Angela, what else do you have exciting for us?
Nothing. Not until later.
Awesome, awesome. Well, since the next is old unfinished, I know the trail project, I think everybody have seen that if you're even on the west side of town. It's got the top coat on, it's looking good. Just a reminder, the bridge won't be done until probably November, unless we can your mini pick up that big old bridge?
No, October, November.
I tell everybody November, if it's done sooner, everybody's happier. As soon as they hear October and it's not done, you know how that goes. Huh?
The Buffalo get moved.
That's right, we can tie them up and drag it down there, couldn't we? Good idea. So that was what it will take to complete it. I know I left town on Sunday and I seen, I think, 6 different couples walking it already. I mean, I was shocked and happy about it, but so that's going well. M-Stutz is creating a traffic nightmare, so try to be cautious. Angela here can explain it more, but they shut the road down to work out here in front of it, which we know they're going to do, and they decided to cut through the old bank Anytime Fitness grass, just bahing through grass. So that was interesting.
Where was the police at?
Well, he was down getting a coffee and a donut. No, he actually got down there and got it all straightened out. I don't know, Tyler, they may have to bring their own security up when they shut that. It's going to continue to create problems. And it's not Andrew's necessarily responsibility.
So it is on our agenda this week at the Amp6 Road meeting. I did talk to Derek, and basically ERI was not, specialties took it on themselves to close that road down without telling anybody, basically. So we're working with NDOT and ERI to create a phasing that will not allow that to happen.
We have our meeting tomorrow at 10. I'll be there. Angela can't wait, and Brian will be there as well.
So yes, it will be. It is going to be on the agenda for tomorrow, and we can cover that with Brooks and Fox at that
Okay.
point.
All right. Is there any other update, Angela, I'm forgetting on that? Aim?
Did anybody want to attend?
I'm planning on it right now.
Okay, need to get your registration sent in. So if you are, I do it through the portal, like I'll sign you up through our portal, because you're already listed on there as a municipality member.
Yeah, I have it marked down on my calendar. What were those dates again?
October 8th.
8th through the 10th. Yep, I found it.
Did anybody else want to or plan on attending?
Brian seems to have some time off.
I may be back to work by then, so.
Yeah, there it is. So, sign Brian up too.
I will sign Scott up.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to attend any of the AIM?
I would like to. I just got to figure out my schedule.
Okay,
I will probably as well. I'll get back to that.
okay, just let me know. I'm Scott for sure. Craig's not here.
71,019 and some change. That's where we're at with Keegan.
Oh,
Sorry.
say that number again.
71,019. So I would say up to 72,000.
It won't be that much because they have to hold a percentage for retainage.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I
would
know, but
assume
I
if
just,
we said 71,000 and change, or whatever the number is, we'd be good.
so back on to the trail, not to jump off aim, seems like, we kind of know who's going anyways. So we're looking at, up to, $71,019. That's what, we're looking, for a motion, if anybody's entitled to make the motion.
I don't even know what you're talking about, actually.
So it's payday time, it's time for another draw. And they've been out there working nonstop around the clock, so he didn't get everything over for Derek to approve, to present tonight. And they have been out there working.
This is Fleming.
Yes, Fleming. Keegan
So
Fleming.
if they missed today, then we'd have to wait 2 more weeks to approve it.
That's correct. That's,
I'd like to make a motion that we pay Fleming $71,019.
Well,
go ahead.
Somebody say something?
Yeah, he's waiting to hear all your motions.
Oh, I'll start over. I'd like to make a motion that we do not exceed $71,019 as a payment to Fleming for the work done on the trail.
With Derek's approval.
Who?
Derek, our engineer.
Well, I was assuming this is well, if that's what you want, that's fine, but I was
Yes,
assuming
we
this is the
definitely want
amount that Derek presented.
No, he did not.
Oh,
So
Derek's-
that's the issue, is that Derek hasn't had a
Yeah.
chance to weigh in yet.
oh, okay.
We just went through it all.
Fine, with Derek's approval.
I'd second that.
I was probably still talking about AIM, I don't know.
Basically, Greg, what'll happen is we're gonna, tonight, you guys are gonna vote to approve up to the $71,019. Derek's going to review that application in between now and the next 2 weeks, which hopefully the next couple of days. He gets back to me and says, yes, it's okay to pay $69,080. And that, with this vote tonight, I can go ahead and write the check without having to wait 2 more weeks.
Thank you.
As long as we don't exceed that.
My motion stands.
Okay.
I second that.
Any other discussion?
What is the retainage? Is it 10% or is it? I guess.
Tyler, do you know what the retainages are?
that sounds about right, to be honest, Andy. It's different depending on what portion of the work they're doing. I know that much.
It's 5%
5%.
over completed.
So we got a motion on the floor, we got a second, any other discussion? Roll call, Greg,
Aye.
Andy,
Aye.
Brian, Tyler,
Aye.
I'm an aye as well, motion passes. New business. The Great Tree Canopy, 17 acres on Amstead. Would you like to speak on that? You seem to speak much more clear than I do.
Okay.
You sat there with me.
So Kent Castleman with Fort Wayne Trails, who also helped with the trail money that we received for Cedar Creek Trails, they have another program where they're trying to, they donate trees to go along trail projects. There's not enough right of way for us to plant trees along the Cedar Creek Trail project. However, there was discussion about doing walking trails on the 17 acres as a green space that we have, if that's what we ever end up deciding to do. That being said, this would be a great place for them to plant. They have 53 trees they want to donate to plant for a green space trail project, wherever it may be. So I was just bringing this to the board as a suggestion on something to do with what we have across the street from my house. Sorry, not here.
So, with that being said, she nailed it on the head as it's free trees, it'd be nice. We don't know 100% what we're doing with the property. I have, from further, past discussion, a lot of the land's not suitable to build large buildings on. So is this something that we want to look at? Is this something we want to pass on trees? You know, it was a good thought. Do we want to act on it or not? Tyler, your thoughts? Up, can't hear you.
You're muted.
I would like to utilize some of them if at all possible.
What about Riverside Gardens along the trails there? Add shade.
We could, but I know one of the feedbacks we have is that we're eating up a lot of that green space over there already. Face pavilions. So I would be hesitant to plant a lot of trees in that area. We could plant some maybe.
I know this ain't trail. I don't know, could we put a couple up in front of the maintenance building, between the maintenance building and the road? I don't know.
I don't
It's something that we're gonna have to dig deeper into. I do know that there's a timeline against this. Let me get some time here and I'll try to dig into it and hopefully have an answer for sure by the next meeting. But I think the thought process needs to be that this is something we want to head into or not. They are free. There's no cost to us besides watering.
As long as we keep them far enough away from the trails, because it's obvious that the sidewalks we replaced in Leo in the last 12 years, 10 years that I've been up here is all because of tree roots.
Yeah, and I didn't think about that, but they can be an issue.
The event for the dedication on those trees is October 19th. I know he put that on the email that he sent me.
Okay.
So
Do we get any say as to where they put the trees?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. That wasn't an issue, and we do have a trail along that roadway there, and I think that was part of the thought, is if that portion closer to Amstutz is not the best part of the land, then maybe get a few nice trees to put up. Do we have 2 more weeks to decide or not?
Yeah, I would think we do.
I would think so,
All right,
yeah.
I think everybody should really, think about this, drive by, look at it. Angela, you don't need to drive by. And then, see if we wanna, next meeting, actually plant trees or not. What's that?
I just asked Rob if we plant a bunch of trees over there, if he's, still gonna mow it, or make it more difficult, I guess if there was some sort of water.
Well, we're gonna,
A row along the road there would.
yeah, well, I think that would be, I don't know, that was kind of where I thought they would
That
go.
was
but-
part of the conversation,
Yeah.
was along that sidewalk all the way down.
We ain't gonna go right in the middle of the field and put 2 big trees.
Right,
I don't
so-
think.
I would think this is something we should investigate, yes.
It is, and the 17 acres is something we're gonna need to investigate and of what's going on with it as well. So if you could, I don't know if you're available the next meeting, we'd appreciate your attendance, Robin. If not, we understand.
2 weeks from now.
All right, ordinance 2024-08, amending ordinance 2022-10, ARPA fund.
This is just the changes, I added on here as we allocated some of the money to the park department, the maintenance building, and to the stormwater fund. This is just the first reading. It just shows where we have spent the money.
I have a question about that. Have we actually, in all those cases, actually spent the money? Or,
Some of it,
but the reason I ask is, to
Yeah,
We
we've
just
been very
have-
conscious of that.
The very last page shows the amount that's not under contract, which is $16,430, which I'm sure we'll have under contract by the end of the year.
Oh, there it is. Did everybody see the back page? Any questions on where the money's being spent? Or any questions on the ordinance 2024-08? Do we happen to have, I was gonna ask for it today and I forgot, Tyler or Angela or anybody in the room actually, pickleball update?
I asked Janet this morning, and they're just waiting on RNC fence. They won't do any more on the pickleball courts until RNC fence gets their part of it done.
Okay, do we have an idea if it's time or? Tyler, do you wanna handle that or you want me to?
Get that divider.
The last I knew that the paving had a slot to get it done, but the fence and the painting wouldn't be done till October.
We need some timelines if we can. And
Yep,
if it's,
I'll reach out.
yeah, if it's the end of October, whatever. I know it's.
Yeah, as long as, I just had heard that the paving crew had an opening, but the other crews that work along with them did not.
Okay, well, as long as we get an ETA of it, I don't, whenever it is, it is. People are
Yep.
asking, we just need something to be able to answer them.
And no lights, correct? Did they opt out of the lighting?
No light.
No light.
Are we seeding that or are they seeding that?
They already
You
did.
know?
It's seated,
Okay, thank you.
but are you auditing it, I'm assuming, since you're the only guy left?
We haven't been, but probably something should.
Yeah, I just thought of that too. I've walked by it every morning and thought, oh, that looks nice, they got it done, but. And I can help with that if you want to show me what we need to do. I do have a little free time. So, okay. Again, back to questions on the 2024-08. Consider this the first reading. We'll revisit it again in 2 weeks for the final. If so, please bring your questions, concerns to the next meeting or speak now. Really? Town apparel.
Y'all got an email on Wednesday, August 21st at 1:33 PM, and nobody but Brian responded.
I knew this was coming.
You guys are very frustrating, so I thought I'll just make this all public.
Our town attorney told us not to respond.
So basically, if you have, like Greg, for instance, I want you to bring me what you want, because I think, yes, I think that's going to work out much better. If you guys bring me exactly what you want, like to wear, et cetera. I can reimburse you, from our apparel fund. I can reimburse you for your cost or whatever, and then I'm gonna take them down and have them embroidered. She said that's probably gonna work best because every shirt is a different size, even though they may all say large, some will fit like an extra large, some will
without a
fit
doubt.
like a medium. And they don't have a surplus of shirts to bring in for us to have everybody try them on, so.
I agree, there you are, like that.
If I use my own shirts, can I get a coat instead?
But what?
A coat or a vest?
Sure. I think, yeah, I mean, we have money in our apparel fund.
Yeah,
to do
so I mean,
this,
if there's something like
so.
that you want,
I just figured, we were having, and I got these are fairly new, and I only got so many of these with the barbershop logo on them, so the rest of them are all plain. I figured I'd bring them in, give them to her, and let her just send them in and put Leo-Cedarville on them. But then I'd be donating my own shirts, which is fine.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
Instead
just-
of get like a jacket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
so if there's anything that anybody especially wants like that, please reach out to Angela. And do we have a deadline, because we all work better
As
under
soon as
those?
possible, because I think you guys would all like to have these on for our comp plan meeting on
So we need a deadline, and that is
Door
when,
deals.
when's the deadline?
Can you have shirts to me by Friday?
I can.
So,
Andy officially hates me right now.
I know you picked out shirts and you ordered them. I didn't see that. I thought we picked out shirts. 2 weeks.
Well, we picked them out, but then we had Tyler kind of try them all on, and they sized. I mean, he had two of the exact same
Gotcha.
size, and they both fit different, and they were the same shirt. So
I didn't read the email.
it was an issue.
me neither, obviously.
You want me to do the shopping?
I think Brian might have been the only one.
So if you can each have them to me by Friday, we can get them done.
I say,
back for the comp plan meeting.
Would Monday be okay? That would get everybody through the
Oh, yeah.
weekend if they wanna go buy something.
Yeah.
So Monday, by the close of business, let's try to have her something for sure. Do you need a hat, Andrew?
Same for you. The collared shirt or whatever.
Is that okay with you, Brent, Monday? So let's get that done by Monday so that way we can get the embroidery done.
Thank you.
Do we have any miscellaneous business? Anything, anybody have extra?
Do you want to mention that we lost our town assistant,
So,
and that we,
yep, Chris Miller is no longer with our maintenance department. We're back to Brent and searching for part-timer right now, correct?
So Brent and Tyler are currently setting up interviews for the part-time maintenance position. I will put the advertisement out tomorrow for the full-time maintenance position.
Okay. And did you guys, I have no idea where you're at. Do you have like 5, 10 selected to interview or whatever it is?
We have 4 chosen out of 7.
Okay. I would, just thinking out loud, if they're interested in full-time, we might want to let them know and have them let us know, because that could affect everything.
Did we go through the old apps that Tyler and I hired from last time or not?
Well, I thought the same thing, but it's been 4 months, so we have to
No,
repost
it's
it.
been longer than that, since him and I went through it. There was a couple in there that,
Yeah, we talked about that the last time.
okay. Because there was a couple in there that, one of them has contacted me off and on over the last year and a half, since we hired Brent. And,
Well-
I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was out of the Garrett area.
We also have the
Does he
top,
work on the farm for Sunrise Heifers? Yeah, I know who that is personally. That's
Yes,
Tyler.
that's right, you do know.
and then Tyler had, or whoever, Brent, whoever was looking at the last full-time position, had it narrowed down to 2 or 3. And the weird thing is his family member with the top 2 or 3 stopped me today and asked if there's any openings. I thought, this is weird, but,
David, do
because
you
I knew
know-
about it.
So we advertise for the part-time position. Do we have to go out and advertise for the full-time position before we can accept apps, or does it, or can we,
Or,
Can we
go
pull
back
from
to
the
the
pool?
previous?
yes, thank you. So we hired, what, 4 or 5 months ago. Can we pull the ones that were top rated then? Or do we have to go fully back out?
I don't know, I'm not aware of, I mean, I think it's good practice to advertise these things, but frankly, I don't, because I haven't really, I guess, been involved in these things with y'all, at this level, I don't know what the requirements are.
Tyler, do you have an opinion on this?
I think that we allow Angela to push it back out this week, hopefully. And then
Maybe-
we can start going back to some of those other applications and talk to them if we want to.
Maybe do a shorter window of it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, what do we normally do? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Maybe do a 7-day and
Okay.
reach back out to some?
Yeah,
And
so
the,
it'll go.
and the 4 or whatever you guys has got as well.
It'll go in the Courier next week, so it would be a week and a half, because I'll put it on the website as well. So,
You okay with that?
I'm 100% okay with that because we've already okayed those applications in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not like there's any type of nepotism going on or anything else that would be against the law. So
No, and I
let's just
just,
go forward and get it done.
in the quickest, I think we can do it in 7 days, sometime it hits the paper.
There's a lot of other people that pull from a pool.
I,
Do you want me to pull those, Tyler's application from before, the one that had
I-
been part of
I
the?
would say the top 4 or 5, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I agree, and reach out and tell them it's open if they see, you know, maybe update or,
Is that one gentleman on that top 4 or 5?
I don't remember. Tyler, you did the interviews, didn't you? I know you had a question on Tyler before.
Yeah, so I don't believe he was in the top 10, if I remember correctly. We had 2 or 3 that we actually interviewed the second time the last round. A Leo resident, and then Chris, and then there was another one, I can't remember their name.
We shouldn't be mentioning names.
no, we're not.
Sorry.
Okay.
And I think the ones that you talked to the last time for second time around, probably need to reach back out to, see if, I think, because if you
Yeah,
talk to them
I
twice.
don't have a problem with it. I'm good with that. I just think we need to go ahead and advertise it to make sure we got a decent pool.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Brian, you okay with that? Andy? All right. Anything else?
The
from-
only other thing I wanted to mention is, don't need you guys to attend. I will be there. I think Dirk's gonna be there. On September 16th, we're doing an open house for the Envision Plan. I just want to make sure that we don't have a quorum present. That is gonna be held at the high school too, in case you guys get any questions.
I thought they wanted all of you there.
Yeah, I don't understand that. As long as we don't talk business, I don't know why we can't.
If everybody wants to be there, we just gotta post it. We have to.
I'm
do
gonna
it.
post it if we're all gonna be there.
Yep, I would
I
post
thought-
it.
I thought Amy and Amber had mentioned at one time they thought it would be good for all of us to be there.
The last time, our last project meeting, they said that they didn't want to overwhelm people, but if we had enough to cover, they would be happy with that.
Okay.
Well, let's just ask. Do you want to attend, Brian?
Yeah.
Andy?
What time?
Imagine it's in the evening.
What time?
Give me 1 second.
Oh.
I think it's at 6, if I remember correctly.
I did.
You have that article in front of you?
5.
5 to 8.
5?
5 to 8.
Okay.
Greg, do you want to give up in the evening and attend?
Well, I'm not gonna say publicly.
Okay. Well, we have 2 that are interested in Tyler, so it needs to be posted.
Let's just post it then.
Yep. So
When
that
is
way.
it?
16th.
September 16th?
From 5 to 8.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be home yet from Indianapolis. That's right.
I will not be there. I will be in Utah.
And even, yeah, okay.
I'm trying to keep up with Brian taking vacation every other week.
You got a ways to go.
I know. Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you.
it's been a long one.
Is there anything else, Tyler?
Nope.
Public comment?
I heard they reissued his unit number. That's just what I heard. I don't know.
Anybody?
No,
Andrew, do you got something to say over there? I can't see you. Maybe a little speech or something? How's traffic enforcement going with the speed bumps and detours?
I heard one car got stuck on top of the speed bump.
What? Really?
Yep, in Apple Acres.
But they're small.
There's people that lower their cars, so I'm not.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah.
it's still there, isn't it?
He let me know.
The speed bump, not the car.
The
The speed bump is, yeah. They physically have to have it pushed off.
That stinks.
Next meeting, we're gonna have a public hearing budget presentation, 2025, Tuesday, September 17th, 5 PM, regular meeting to follow. So please be prompt, be here. We'd appreciate it. Upcoming meetings. Park Board Monday, the 9th, next week. And then Planning Commission, the 9th, and zoning appeals if needed, 7, and stormwater, the 11th at 7:30. Anything else from anybody?
What time is that meeting again on the 16th? 5 o'clock?
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
5 to 8? Thank you.
Expect you there at 4:30 tonight.
If I'm home and I can come, I will probably be there.
All right, with nothing else being heard, meeting's adjourned. Oh, it's adjourned.
Too late.
It's all right, I can do